Hi, everybody. I am so happy to be here with you this evening. This is Bedtime Stories with Valrie Kemp-Davis, and I am the author of a couple of children's books, and I want to share them with you this evening. Hi, sweeties. Hi, mom. Hi, dad. Hi, grandparents. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, the first one that I'm going to share with you is called Rainbow Cuddling. That's right, Rainbow Cuddling. The colors of the rainbow, and just imagine being held tight by all those beautiful colors and textures. So this story is about a little girl that lives in Chicago, Illinois, and her name is Breonna Henderson. So let's get started. Rainbow colors. You see that? Children of all colors, cultures, and nationalities. You see that? It's going down the rainbow. All right, here we go. Rainbow Colors by Valrie Kemp-Davis. We live in an apartment. Yes, it's very small, but I do like our apartment. So tiny, small, and all. You see? I'll tell you why it's special. The many reasons why. It's filled with lots of love. This apartment that's called mine. It has three special people that dwell inside these walls. My mommy and my daddy, and me who used to crawl. You see? All right. That's some Brianna's apartment. And so my parents rented. They can't afford a house. There's a fidget that it needs not a rain or any mouse. It falls in great big showers. It's love, that's what it's called. It fills with every corner, all windows, cracks, each wall. You see that? And some of you all live in apartments like that, see? With the kids and all the different people. Apartment complex, the building that I live, there are other little children. These kids I call my friends. Alexi, Ronaldo, and Landy. Mi amigos, yes, indeed. We romp and play together. No colors do we see. Okay, so there is Priyanna, and those are her three friends, the three amigos, Alexi, Ronaldo, and Alexi. Okay, all right. My friends, my little hombres, two languages they speak. They rattle off the Spanish Española. It sounds so sweet. And of course, they speak good English. Their diction sounds so fine. And that's Priyanna and her friends that live in her building in Chicago. They're the guy's dad. That's Alexi, Landy, and Ronaldo and Priyanna. See? They play together, they enjoy each other's company and each other's culture. In their mother's tongue, they beat me every time. I like the way their madre cook. Yellow rice and all the peas, tamale, carne asada, tacos, and the chili with the black beans. Ronaldo's mom is Tia. In English, my play auntie. My Tia Carmen loves me. I love her back, you see? See all the colors? Okay. You see the differences in the apartments, the way they express the love of the culture with the decorations and the colors and the textures and the beauty. All right, then. We play down in the alley and on the patio. We pretend we are the DJs on the old school morning show. I really like merengue. The salsa is cool too. The fellas love my hip hop, reggae, the rhythm, and the blues. See the kids? Even the sun is having a good time. And you got the different colors in the rainbow and even the beautiful butterflies. See, they represent everything that's beautiful in our culture, everything that's different, but still we are the same. They call it multicultural, the barrio that we live. You know, like Mr. Rogers, La Casa in the hood. Some people's skin are olive, those things my mommy said. She even made the comment that my schoolmate Gary is light red. But who can tell the difference and why should they try to? Do good to one another. That is the golden rule. Okay, so if you don't know what the golden rule is, it simply says do good to other people. Treat them the way that you want them to be treating you. So if you want to be treated well, you treat other people well. That's the golden rule. And they're the guys on the basketball court and they got on their shirts, righteous mind and the golden rule. See? And there's Mommy and Priyana. And look at them looking at the book with all the different colors and flags of all the different nations and cultures. How wonderful is that? And yes, we hang together, the people where I live. It's Rainbow Coalition, like Jesse Jackson said. We shout out good day greetings each day as we go by. We laugh and play together. Our eyes are on the prize. See? All different types of people, all different races, and all different cultures. And even the butterflies are different, colorful. See? How wonderful, right? That's how we should live in the world together. I'm feeling mighty wholesome, well rounded, glad inside. That love that steady showed me, it fills me up with pride. And oh, a lovely feeling. I'll give it back to you. Those multicultural colors will warm you through and through. You see her nightgown? It says, I have a dream. Now, yes, she's getting ready to go to bed, but the dream she's talking about is just like on that picture that she drew on the wall with all the boys and girls living together in harmony and peace and happiness and joy. You see how her mom sends all those warm kisses toward her way? Rainbow colors, rainbow colors. Now, just something to think about. When I was reading this book to you, I asked you, what is the golden rule? Remember, we said the golden rule is do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. So be kind to people, love people, accept people, all of that, because that's how you want to be treated back, right? That's the golden rule. I just want to remind you. Now, I want you to think about how can you show that you honor the golden rule at home, school, and in your community? What can you do to show that you love people and you honor that they are human beings and that they're worthy of kindness and respect and dignity and to understand their culture, even if it might be different than yours? Think about how you can show that to your friends or your friends' family at home, at school, or even in your community. Sometimes you just have to be that example, even if you don't see other people doing it. You have to be really brave. And I want you to think about how it makes you feel when someone does not show you the golden rule or act nice toward you and live out the golden rule or have a righteous mind, which is to do the right thing. It's always the right time to do the right thing. And that is rainbow colors. Yay! Rainbow Colors by Valrie Kemp-Davis, and it was illustrated by Sadiqa Akar. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, we're going to move right along. Ta-da! This is Jamaican Me Say Me ABCs. It's written by me, Valrie Kemp-Davis, and it's illustrated by Mr. Michael Talbot. Mr. Michael Talbot. Now, I'm going to read it to you, but it's in this dialect. It's the way you say things in a language called Patois, Jamaican. And this is about a little girl named Curtis who has a father who's British, but he has a Jamaican background. He has a Jamaican mom and dad. And Curtis' dad lives in America, and he married a lady who is from the South. Places like Florida, Georgia, those type of places are down south. Tennessee, okay. I don't know if you have any relatives there, but imagine what that is like to have culture in your home that's two. It's really three: British, Jamaican, and American, Southern American. That would be fun, right? So she grew up in this culture and she wants to share it with you, the Jamaican culture out of the three. She's considered a Jamaican because she has a Jamaican background and an American background. And maybe you have more than one background. Maybe it's Mexican American or Puerto Rican and American or Asian and American. So that makes your life very interesting, right? So we're going to share with you tonight her interesting life as a Jamaican. And here we go. Here is Curtis, right? ABC, it's the alphabet sing. Me tell you how we do it the way a little Jamaican views it. Me do it in a patois. Me do it in a verse. Me speak of the culture, A being the first. Earth alphabet is A. See? Isn't that beautiful? There's Curtis, and she's wearing the colors of her country. See that? That's a cloth, that fabric that she's wearing. All right. Now that's ABC. A. Ackee and saltfish, apple yams are so good. Me like them better than tighter game. Ackee skin takes out all the stains. Rewind, my selector. The letter A kicks it off to score. Deep country business. Hit us now. The A is pun the chalkboard. So she's telling you, I love ackee and saltfish. I love apple yams. And then there's the skin called ackee. And they use that sometimes to wash as like a detergent. And she's also telling you that A is about to be doing some serious business on the chalkboard, the letter A. Now, here we go. We don't oil it. I'm going to change it up a little bit for you so you can understand it. We don't oil it. We don't roast it. We jiffy stir it and shake it before it pops. Before the corn in the hollow tree, beat the corn up in the hollow tree and turn it into fine flour while these things are still hot. Add a little brown sugar to make your asham sweet. Mind you keep a glass of water near. See there? It's a delightful children's treat. So that's a treat in Jamaica, this thing called asham. So it's made out of corn and they turn it into fine flour and you add some brown sugar and it's so sweet you need a little water to drink it down. So there's DJ Rewind. There's Caritas. Can you see her? So here we go. You've learned about the apple yam and you've learned about the ackee and saltfish, which kind of tastes like scrambled eggs and saltfish, right? And you learned that ackee is something that they can use to do washing of the clothes. It's a way you extract that. And then here is the little food called asham that's sweet as a treat. And there's DJ Rewind telling you more about alphabets. Okay, here we go. next. But B is bombastic and breadfruit fantastic. Pass me the bun and cheese so we can celebrate Boxing Day as we please. Rewind my selector, give me another B. Rewind my selector before we go to letter C. So this is a breadfruit. Can you see it? See. Yeah, that's the breadfruit. And bun and cheese are things that the kids eat, a little snack, right? And Boxing Day is a holiday the day after Christmas. In many Caribbean countries, you have what they call Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas. Okay, so now here's Curtis, and she's pretending to be a DJ, right? And I'm going to tell you some of the famous um, people who are in the reggae business in Jamaica. And she imagines herself to be one of them. Beanie Bears, Benz, Bounty, Buju, and Bunny Wailer. Those bona fide brethren bring the legendary flavor. Their lyrics are the boom. That makes it fantastic. Their lyrics are the boom. The people raise up a light and skank, cell phones and lighters, right? And when those brothers sing their songs, everybody dance until they're rink. That means they just dance and dance and dance until they sweat. They're just so excited and so happy and loving the music. That's Carrot is just pretending that she's a DJ, that she can do it too. Now, but oh, the cassava. That starts with a letter C. Curry goat, callaloo, and the sweet coconut trees. The dumplings are delicious. The Dutch pots on the fire. There is a session at Dunn's River. Watch the dreads as they roast their fish upon the mesh wire. So this is Dunn River Fall right here, right? And over here is Caritas, and she's with the Rastas, right? And they're cooking their fish right here. Let me see. There we go. Right there on the silver mesh wire. And see, it's so good. It's like the melody is coming out of the pot, the Dutch pot, right? All right. And cassava is something that they eat sort of like a root or like the yam that we just saw on the other page. And I'm sure you're familiar with coconuts, right? So a lot of these things are in the Jamaican culture. It's really good stuff. You've got to visit Jamaica. Tell your mom and dad, get a passport when everything is over and your money's saved. You got to go to Jamaica. You'll love it. Rewind my selector. I said rewind for me. The letter D is so dramatic and yet it's drama free. The Dr. Bird is a humming. Shoe black nectar is his favorite meal. His wings like a guitarist is strumming. The breeze, the wind he feels. He's tiny like a fairy. He's fast, he's quick, he's slick. We never try to catch him. He's too beloved to be cooked like a fish. So in Jamaica, they call the hummingbird a doctor bird. Isn't that interesting? So we say over here in America, the hummingbird, the little tiny bird that kind of quivers in the sky real fast. He beats his wings. He's so tiny. That's him right there. And he's their national bird. So in case, like if you're in Florida, it might be the red cardinal. That's your bird for the state. Or even here in Illinois. So every place has something that they look at as symbolic of what's in their culture and what they celebrate as being uniquely theirs. And for Jamaica, this bird right here is their national bird, the hummingbird, or they call the doctor bird. And see, Curtis is pointing like, oh my goodness, the doctor bird. He's so beautiful. Okay. So you know how we might say, ooh wee. Care to say, two claps for fried bammy and escovitch fish. But put the F in festival, and now you're serving up a dish. Flatbridge is way before Fern Gully, treacherous, curvy, this windy mountainous road. Careful, minibus driver. Boy, I don't want to lose my load. Okay. And bammy is sort of like a fried type of food, like maybe like hush puppies, but not quite. If y'all familiar with that, it's really good. And so is festival. These are things that are in Jamaican culture. See? And that's a famous bridge in Jamaica, Flat Bridge. And I know you all heard of Fern Gully, that famous cartoon Fern Gully. That's in Jamaica, in case you didn't know. Yep. This is Carrot is giving you adventure. Now we're moving on to the letter G. G is for Green Grotto and Pear Tree Bottom between Discovery and Runaway Bay. See the satellites? That's a little cave part, right? Can you see satellites? Ooh, there we go. See the satellites? Beauty in this cool and mysterious cave. Rewind my selector, glistening waters for the letter G. Shimmering green lights glow upon the lagoon, a nighttime only splendor the tourists come to see. So I want you to see that. See that it glows in this cave. This is a place in Jamaica, right? Green Grotto. And you see it glows in there. You got the glistening waters and the green lights. And that's the cave. Now, we're moving on to the letter H. You see? Follow me now to get some hard dough bread. Put the H in Haile Selassie. Them say the conquering of Lion of Judah is not dead. I know many of you all have seen probably this sign. See the lion with the flag? Okay. Everything is Irie. Need this Jamaican picnic? Say more. That's another word for kid. This Jamaican picnic, say more. Irie is for just cool. I3s held Bob Marley down upon the tour. I3s were part of Bob Marley's group. Y'all ever heard of Bob Marley? You heard of Ziggy Marley? All of those? Well, Bob Marley's wife was a part of the I3, like a backup group to sing with him. 3 ladies. Okay, that's H, G, and H. Moving right along. Junkanoo, Junkanoo, the colors and all the masks. Enough respect to the holiday. Pick up your leg and just skank and dance. You see them? Remember we talked about Boxing Day? Here we go. You can see, there we go. Boxing Day. So in Boxing Day, they dress up. And these are some of the things. See, pitchy patchy with all those colors, red, green, yellow. These are costumes. See, Carnival, Boxing Day. It's celebration time. And maybe you might have that in your culture. Say you might be from a Caribbean country and you might have that in your culture too as you celebrate. I don't know. Rewind my selector. Give me another J. Rewind my selector before we move to letter K. Damian Marley, also known as Junior Gong. For Jamaica, he raises up his hand. Tourists come daily to sink their toes in the white sands. Welcome to Jam Rock. Y'all ever heard that? That's Damian Marley or Junior Gong, Bob Marley's son's song. Welcome to Jam Rock. I hear Junior Gong say, out in the streets, the world calls it the land of wood and water and a lovely place to play. That's how we're describing Jamaica. See? And of course, Carrot is pretending that she is a DJ again. You see the green, yellow, and the black? That's the colors of the Jamaican flag. And that's her on the turntable. Another thing that Jamaica is known for is the land of wood and water. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of wood and water. K. K is for cola nut. Its other name is busy. I take a swallow when my belly aches or I'm poisoned and I feel dizzy. See? Carrot is sitting there. Let's see, here we go. It's kind of hard. There she is. She's not feeling good. And that's a natural thing that you could take. It's called the cola nut or busy. And you see, she's got her tea kettle and she's drinking her sip to try to settle her stomach. Natural herbs. A lot of people in Jamaica use things that are natural to feel better. Not always the stuff that they get from the doctor, but they know how to use the things in nature to feel better. And that's what she's using. So you could take that if you have a bellyache, or you could take that if you're a little poisoned. Maybe you've ate something or something that unsettled you. Okay. K. Rewind my selector. Give me another K. Rewind my selector. And what else does the alphabet K have to say? Kingston City is the capital, the place where trade and business things are done. From the Rastas to the government ministers, there is room for everyone. See, that lady right there represents someone who's like a government worker. See her? She's so cute. How do I get to her? I'm sure you see her right there in the orange. And Kingston, see where my finger's pointing? Kingston is the capital city, right? It's the capital city. And in Kingston, it's so vibrant there. So they're saying government stuff is there, business stuff is there. You really got to go visit it. I'm going to encourage you that when you get big or you get grown, you get your passport for sure. Travel the world, see the world. It's a beautiful place. Many different types of people. That's what I'm getting ready to head to now. L. That's L for One Love. One of Bob Marley's favorite songs. The world should get together and forever live as one. That's a song. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. Singing one love. See, that's people being together. One love. Now look at her. She got her jaws full of food. What is she munching on? What is Carrot munching on? What is she reading? Well, let's find out. See me munching on Bombay mangoes as I read my book about Marcus Garvey's truth. And did you know a Milk River bath in Manchester Parish will mellow you if you're feeling mashed up, stressed, or blue? So she's reading about Marcus Garvey, one of the heroes in Jamaica, and he used to live in America for a while. And in the back of this book is a glossary that tells you more about these things and these people that I'm talking about. Okay, so she's eating a mango that's a Bombay mango because it's different types of mangoes that you have. And mellow means you just calm and you just chill. So she's chill and she's not feeling stressed or blue because she's telling you if you take a bath in Milk River, it'll help you feel calm, right? That's one of the places. Now, we're going to move on to M again. Rewind my selector. More to say about this letter M. M is for money, but money can't make life, my friend. Every mickle make a muckle. In Jamaica, a dot we say. Keep adding mickles to your muckles. Soon better must come one day. So she's saying save. Just keep adding pennies and dollars and coins to what you save, and your life will be better one day. She wants you to get into the habit of not just spending everything, but saving as well. See her piggy bank, and there's DJ Rewind on stacks of dollars. Okay. All right. She's telling you don't ever get into the position of thinking that money is life or money makes life. It does not. It's friendships, it's people, it's love, it's happiness, it's joy, the good stuff. Okay. Yes, we need money, but money can't make life. But save money. You got to save money because you know we have to eat and have clothes and shelter. Because one day you're going to get big and you're going to get grown. You got to take care of yourself. When it get big and nice and honorable habits. Now look, does that guy with that white on in the middle look familiar? With the Rastas? Mm-hmm. That's Snoop Dogg. Y'all know him? All right, so let's see what's going on with him. Naseberry and nutmeg. We're on the letter N now. Naseberry and nutmeg. Both are such a treat. Enjoy is spelled with the E, but you know exactly what I mean. Rewind my selector for real. Here we go again. The Rastas of the Nyabingi Temple purified Snoop Lion, making him a Rasta man and friend. So when he went to Jamaica, I don't know if you know this, but he made an album in Jamaica, and he got to hang out with some of the artists there and record. and he went through a ceremony to become a Rasta. And Bunny Wailer, who used to be with Bob Marley in the group, with Bob Marley before the I3s that I told you about, he named him Snoop Lion. He went from being Snoop Dogg to Snoop Lion. So there you see him right there. Now look, you see that O over there? Let's talk about the letter O. O is for octopus caught in Ocho Rios. That's a place in Jamaica. Poopa Mikey, that's him. See, Poopa Mikey, Chef Poopa Mikey. He beats out the ink through and through, making the octopus juicy and tender and curried down into a stew. So, yes, people do eat octopus. I've had it myself. Curry octopus in it is delicious. And that's Poopa Mikey. And you have to get that ink type substance out of the octopus so that you don't get sick. And they beat the octopus in the process to get that ink out. But when you cook it, it can get tender and you put it in curry. That's a certain way of how you cook your food. Curry, it's a spice. Some people have had curry chicken, curry octopus. It's a really good spice. It's kind of yellowish brown. Okay. Now let's move on to the letter P. Paul Bogle from Stony Gut to Spanish Town. Let's do the Bogle dance. And Port Royal will eat pumpkins and pineapples and pear avocados. Really make me prance. Portland has great beaches. It's dark waters, rich and blue. Port Antonio is the capital with botanical gardens to be admired, visited, and viewed. Okay, so this is the market, right? Right there on the beach. You see? And Paul Bogle was a hero in Jamaica. And he was such a hero that they named a dance after him. You see Carrot is doing it over there in that red dress. She's doing the Bogle dance. And so some of the things that people eat in the Jamaican culture are pineapple and pear avocado and pumpkins. See? That's what's going on here. Now over here on this other side where my finger is, that bus, they don't have that bus anymore, but it's called the quarter million bus, because it cost about that in their when they were buying the buses, it cost about $250,000 of dollars, Jamaican dollars, in order to purchase it for people to have transportation. So they just called the bus back in the day $250,000, but you don't see this bus like that anymore. But I wanted the children to know about the past and the history. So it says $250,000. Them buses was from listen to me, way back in the day. If you needed to make a stop, you reach the top and ring the bell, calling out, "One stop driver!" Discovery Bay. That's where this person wants to get off. See, how funny is that? See the dogs running, the chicken flapping, and everything, because they have narrow roads. Narrow roads. It's the $250,000 bus. Okay? Now, if you remember Rainbow Colors, Priyana was looking at the book with her mom, and this is the page that you saw. Remember that in the other book? And there you can see all the different flags and cultures and nationalities. These people love reggae music. So let's talk about that, okay? Rewind my selector. It's an R that I hear. Reggae music is so sweet, just like rose apple, rundown, and the rice and peas. Rewind my selector. Let's do it once again. Give me another R. The letter R makes me grin. Roots rock reggae. Jam rock was the first. That's another name for Jamaica, jam rock. Now the whole world rocks reggae and dance hall, and they do it in their own language, and they do it in their own verse. Like for instance, reggaeton. Y'all heard of reggaeton? Reggaeton. Asians do it. See, look at all those. You got the Rasta flag, the Canadian flag. You got the Japanese flag. You got the American flag. You see the Italian flag. All these different countries love reggae music. And there's DJ Rewind pointing out into the crowd, and Curtis is holding up one of the flags too. You got the Puerto Rican flag. It's just saying we honor the reggae music, the dance hall music, and we take something that we admire and we make it our own. Have you done that before? Enjoyed something from another culture and made it your own, made it your own, appreciated it in your own way? Yes, nothing wrong with that. Star apple, sour sap, and stinking toe fruits. Sweet juices all over my face and hand. I'll sell suck suck, which is like a frozen cup, or like when your mom would make the thing with the sugar and the Kool-Aid and put it in the freezer and then you take it out and suck on it in the summertime. They call that suck suck. So she says, I'll sell my suck suck for $2 Jamaican each. Then I'll be rich as planned. See, she's got her cooler here and she's selling her suck suck. Okay. T is for tangerine. Take a taste and be glad. Toss in the thyme, that's a seasoning. Toss in the thyme with cooking, and your taste buds will never be gloomy or sad. That's one of the spices that's used a lot. Maybe you use, and your mom and grandma might use basil or Italian seasoning or oregano or even thyme. But that's what we're talking about here, thyme. Not spelled Time, but Thyme. Okay? Rewind my selector. Give me another T. Rewind my selector before we go to the letter V. Tivoli Gardens, based in Trenchtown. They keep it spicier than time. Keep your wits about you always and never forget about the time. So, these kids are playing soccer in Trenchtown, in a place called Tivoli Gardens. And maybe you uh, live in a place that's kind of challenged, but the people are beautiful. They love each other. But you have to be careful. You have to make sure that you're being safe. The world that we're living in right now, all of us need to stay safe, don't we? We need to be aware of our surroundings. But in the meantime, always look for the beauty in the world. And that's what these kids are doing. So they're playing soccer. Okay? Ah, y'all ever seen this guy before? He ruled the track and field world for the longest. His name is Usain Bolt. And you see that hand, how he stretches it out in that arm as if he's pulling that bow and arrow. You see that? Usain Bolt from Jamaica. And I want you to see that all these drawings are Usain from when he was little all the way till he made Olympic champion. And if you look, you'll see on his sleeve at the first one, when he's a little boy, it says dream big. So you got to dream big. You got to think about what you want to do, what you're interested in, what makes you happy, and you go for it, right? So here he is, right here as a kid, a teenager, a young man, and now an Olympic champion, you see? So let's read about it. There we go. Dream big. Usain is a world-class sprinter. He boats faster than the speed of light. He broke the 100 and 200-meter world record, and he never gives up the fight. That's part of Bob Marley's song. Never give up the fight. Irie vibrations. Vibes is our cautionary tale. Always keep positive energy so you won't see the prison cell. Now, in Jamaica, there is a gentleman named Vibes Cartel. That is his stage name. And he made some choices that ended him incarcerated. And Irie is like good vibrations, good energy. So you always want to try to keep your mind on how you live in your life, because even if you have done well with your life, we don't want you to throw it away by making poor choices. Okay? There we go. Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel. Okay. Now, what comes after U and V? Is it W, X, Y, and Z? What do we got? What do we have? Let's see. Okay. So, who excites the crowd? as the DJ sounds the alarm. Name your favorite artist, whatever category, be it culture, reggae, or dance hall. Extra naked old Shabba Rank, ting-a-ling-a-ling music theme for sure. Mr. Loverman forgot his school lessons when he was on tour. We'll take it back to the beginning of when the school bell ring. E before X when spelling extra, that vowel before this consonant. And this explains the ABC grammar thing. See? So when Shaba did his album, he had EXTRA. But extra is really spelled with an EXTRA, but he was being extra. He was being extra when he did that, right? And his name is Shaba Ranks. He was a big reggae artist and still is, but he lives in Canada now. And he had a song, Ting a ling a ling, school bell ring, knife and fight, fork, they fight for dumpling, booyaka, all the shabba, and it goes on and on. Can you tell I like that song? So I had to include that. And I want you to be familiar with um, how people write versus how things are written in terms of grammar, how we change things to be extra when we are being creative. And he did too. So let's go into the why. You see, that's that pot. There's DJ Rewind. See the knife and fork? They're fighting for dumpling. See? You see that? Okay, here we go. Yummy, yummy yam, Afro, Negro, Renta, and the yellow. White and yellow satisfy me best. I'm a picnic that loves them with some butter. I have in here the word yam. That's an African word which means eat. I like to eat them with some butter. So those are different yams. Afro yam, Negro yam, Renta yam, yellow yam, white yam. See? Okay, so that's boiling. You can roast the yams or you can boil them. You can cook them as you like. On a plate that's served with oxtail, the fork is sure to kick down the knife. Rewind my selector. That means bring me another why. Thanks and praise to Yahweh for these yummy yams of mine. Okay. There are many names for how people celebrate um, the Creator. Some people call him Yahweh. And so that's Yahweh starts with the letter Y. Now, you see Caritas? What is she doing? She's standing on top of the earth, the world, and she has her flag on her back as if she's a superhero, right? And she's looking so happy. Now, remember what I told you? Caritas lives in the Midwest in a place called East Chicago with her dad, who is a British Jamaican, and her mom, who's from the South, American Southern. So she wants to tell you something real important. She wants you to get this. Yard is my home. That's another word for Jamaica. Another way to say Jamaica. Yard. Yard. I'm a yardie. I'm yard. I'm from yard. Yard is my home. And woo, which means like wow. Yard is so sweet. Whether home or abroad, I am a yardie. It doesn't matter where I plant my feet. So she's saying, it doesn't matter where in the world that I live, I take my culture with me. See, she's got it on her back. She's proud. She's proud of who she is. And so should you be. Always be proud of who you are, your culture, where you come from. It's amazing. It makes the world more flavorful, more joyful. Come now. Now I know my ABCs. Come along and sing with, play with me. Oh, I'm going ahead of myself. Ooh, okay, I knew I forgot an alphabet. Why didn't you tell me? I can't just end the book and we haven't did the letter Z, right? Okay. Rain upon the zinc roof. That's that. Sounds like metallic soles of dull heels tap. That's an actor in America, but he's a Jamaican, right? And he's a famous tap dancer and an actor. So those are his tap shoes. See his tap shoes on the roof? Let me see. There we go. See the lightning strike? There we go. All right. So, hear the lick shot thunder roll like dominoes would slap. The pitter patter of feisty, warm rain beating upon the zinc. What a musical game. So in Jamaica, there are homes that have zinc roofs. I'm trying to get you to see. This is kind of hard looking at it from back. See, that's a zinc roof right there. And it is so amazing. Like when it rains, you can hear the rain on it. It sounds like a musical game. The pitter patter sounds like someone tap dancing, or that they're playing dominoes. I don't know if you're familiar with that game, but that's a popular game in Jamaica. And when people slam the domino on the table, it kind of cracks like a pop. It's real dramatic. And so she's saying, Candace is saying that she loves when it rings because it reminds her of Dole Hill, the tap dancer who's Jamaican. He's an actor and a tap dancer. It reminds her of when he's tap dancing, as if he's tap dancing on her roof. Or it reminds her when she hears the dominoes being cracked when the game is played. But it's like a warm feeling inside of her. And it's warm rain on the outside. And all of it is just a beautiful musical game. Now, what's the last letter of the alphabet? You got it. We go from A to Z, but in Jamaica they say Z instead of Z, but it's the same alphabet. They say the same thing in the UK, United Kingdom, Z instead of Z. So we're at the letter Z or Z. So here we go. Rewind, my selector. I'll take another Z. Kiss me neck back, how I love my zealous letter Z. Now that's like, oh my God. Kiss me neck back. It's just a saying which doesn't really mean anything, but like, oh my gosh, or are you kidding me? Or it's just excitement. It's another way to show you excited. So it's like kiss me neck back. So she says, kiss me neck back. How I love this zealous letter Z. Ziggy, which is Bob Marley's son, one of his sons, just like Junior Gone or Damian Marley. Ziggy lead us to Zion, a righteous youth with a big contagious smile. He lifts his daddy redemption message higher and he never lets it down. So he's in Mount Zion. That's Mount Zion right there. And there's DJ Rewind, and you see Ziggy, and he's holding up a sign in the middle that says one love. He's telling the whole world that we should live in harmony, one love. You see him? Mount Zion. Okay. All right. Now, here we go. You all were really going to let me skip the letter Z. I can't believe you. All right. That's cool. Now I know my ABCs. Come along and play with me. Say them quick or say them slow. Learn the culture as you go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, or Z. Jamaican me say me ABCs, 26 letters for you to read with ease. Like cooked food, I love you and welcome you back to Yard. Visit Jamaica when you can. One love, forever keep us in your heart. That is Curtis, and she's giving you the love sign. You see her? And she's got all these wonderful things on the table. She's got patties, beef patties, and escovitch fish, which is like a fried fish that has the onions and the red peppers and oil and vinegar on it. And she has the callaloo that tastes like a cross between a spinach and collard greens. And she's got sour sap on the table, which is a delicious drink. And she's got let me see what else. She's got festival and bammy and plantains. She's got it all on that table. I'm telling you, man, this girl is setting out a feast. And so in Jamaica, they sometimes say, me love you like cooked food. I love you like cooked food. Don't you love cooked food? It's so good to the tummy. And it's comfort food for some of us because it reminds us of our grandmother or our mom when we're away from home. And so she's saying, listen, I love you like cooked food. And I want you to come back to Jamaica because we believe in one love. And see, Jamaica has a lot of cultures. They've got Asian, they've got Indian, they've got, which Asian and Indian are considered the same thing, but they have, that's why they have the curry spices. They have the Dutch, the Irish, the blacks, um, you name it, it's there. Beautiful people, beautiful people, beautiful culture. So I want to tell you, if you thought Jamaica was simply coconuts, palm trees, and dreadlocks, or if you thought it was Drake's song Controller or Rihanna's tune Work, then you'll be in for a pleasant surprise and a treat and so much more. This book, my book, is the voice and the heart of 11-year-old Curtis. She's Midwest made and straight out of East Chicago, but don't get it twisted. You saw it yourself. This young gal was very much born Jamaican. And get this book. Tell your mom and them to get this book because you are cordially invited to a jam rock, lyrical, patois, rhythmic adventure. You're going to take this adventure with Curtis and DJ Rewind, and they're going to school you from A to Z on her father's culture, the foods, the heroes and customs, the music, everything, man. She promises that by the time you can say the end, you'll love Yard or Jamaica like cooked food, and you'll have a greater appreciation for the land of wood and water. Enough respect. Remember, there's a glossary in the back that tells you more about things in detail if you don't quite understand. And we have what I coined the patois bets from A to Z, how you say every letter in the alphabet, one through A through Z or A through Z. See? And there's the colors of Jamaica, black, gold, and green. It's a really fun book. Really fun book. I thank you for joining me this evening for Jamaican Me Singing ABCs and Rainbow Colors with Priyana Henderson and her friends. Aren't they beautiful? See? Instead of a pot of gold, there's a pot of love at the end of the rainbow. You see, all colors, all nationalities, all cultures, rainbow colors. It's a beautiful thing. In Jamaica, me semi ABCs, various cultures combined into one. The Jamaican culture, Curtis, a Jamaican. Burst into books, check them out. There are more authors to come, more people to read you wonderful bedtime stories. I am Valrie Kemp-Davis. I am so happy to have been able to spend this few minutes with you to share with you Jamaican Me Say Me ABCs and Rainbow Colors. Until next time, be good, embrace cultures because they will enrich your life. Goodbye. Until next time.